And power, peace and power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. The divine mind knows, the divine mind shows all things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people, the struggle. It's time to do the hustle in the struggle. Peace and power. As we struggle, let's do the hustle. As you come on in, know that you're in a safe space. Know that you're in a space of learning and getting learned up. Know that you're in a space of educating and being educated. Know that you're in a space for conversations, questions and answers, comments and concerns, dialogue, building and destroying. Know that you're in a space of intelligence, encouragement, militancy. Know that this is your space of love, where we are working on unity as we seek a path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration of class. Please keep all funding information, links, hashtags, and the such in the chat for the duration of class. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, coaching, book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. If you or anyone you know is in need of intimate relationship abuse, consultation, book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you, the awareness that you need when you're around characters and characteristics that are troubling and alerting. Please get this information. With the knowledge, the life you save could be your own. Friday, how do? What's going on? Friday, yes, early. Might get a double class in today. Got a couple of sessions after this, but we shall see what's going on. First and foremost, we have an announcement to make. It's just in. Somebody just hit me with this. I don't know if you are aware of the government's attack and attempted legal lynching of one of the elders, Chairman Omar Wali, but we see that they were unsuccessful, and the chairman and his co-defendants have been found not guilty. Okay, the verdict is in. While the Uhuru 3 have been found not guilty of being foreign agents for the Russian government, Black Alliance for Peace condemns the guilty verdict for the charge of conspiracy. This is a clear violation of international human rights as laid out by Article 19 of the UDHR. The judgment holds dire implications for the future of all oppressed and colonized people struggling for justice and liberation. And this is the Black Alliance for Peace. But man, they could have been found guilty. Whenever you dealing with these juries, it's up in the air. So, man, yeah. Let's make sure that this word gets out and it further proves that when you are of a specific intelligence, when you are of a specific consciousness, and you manifest that they're going to come, that they're going to come. I told you time and time again. It's like in the Matrix. You step in, the agents are going to appear. And then you got to fight. Okay? That's just what it is. So when you manifest a certain way, when you speak a certain way, when you move, when you help, when you educate a certain way, this is not a game. There's no free walk. The struggle is real. So you better welcome the struggle. You better know how to do the hustle in it. No time for moping, no time for being down. You got to be up. You have to be. Trust and believe, man. This is a fight for your existence. So, the Chairman Omar Wali, next task is at hand. Okay. Not too many people to tag. Matter of fact, just tag your classmates and tag each other. Tag your family members because this is a very, very serious class. We have to get to it, okay? We have to get to it. Who's in class? Let's get to it now. 'Cause I see it's already light. It's Friday. Class is light, but I'm sure some of y'all trying to get right. Already out there with your Michelob light. This ain't the time for it. If you coming up in here because you had a little sippy sip, this ain't Rachel Ray. You got your little Michelob and all that. It's only 3 o'clock. You about to lose. We about to get down. Cookie, we see you. Little Philip, boom. What's up? Bam. What's going on? We see Philly up in the spot. Bam. Cool K. Kang is up in here. Mrs. Reels. What up, Mrs. Reels? We see you. Joey, Hustle and Smoke, the Flat Leavers up in here. Jeff Sparks, what up? We see you. Roogie Hauser. Leave yourself alone, Roogie. We see you up in here. Zone 864 TV. Bushhead is up in the spot. Tierra, what up, T? Chop, what up, Chop? We see you. We see Jay. Connecticut is in the building. What up? Matt J. St. Louis in the building. What up? Sean Jenkins. WM8 Radio Show. Philly in the spot. Philly deep. Philly be coming to class deep. Rodney. What up, Rodney? Kim Williams. Elusive Views. What up? Yeah, we see you. We see Geechee's in the building. And Miss Latria. Double green apples. What up? Vanessa Robinson, 55, Nessa. 55, Nessa. Yeah, 55, Nessa. Uncle Bernie, we seen your OnlyFans. 55, Nessa. Yeah. JB, what's going on? Jay Fries, Memphis is in the building. What up, Jay? We see you. Yeah. We see you, Base Proletariat. What up? PJ Allen. What up? C. Blades Sniper. What up, C. Blades? Providence, Rhode Island. What up, Jay? We see you. What? I kill. Salute. We see you. Stephen Gill. What up? Jean. What up, Jean? Pierre. What up? Oh, C13 Philly is in the building. King Hayes. What up, Hayes? What up? Yeah. Y'all up in here? Yeah, it's going down. Let's get right. Damn, C. Blaze, you had to snipe somebody already? Yeah, the haters gonna come. They're gonna come. Whether we coming in love and in education, or we coming in hip-hop and chuckling, they gonna be here. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. When you're in a space of love, when you're in a space of enlightenment, you're going to get the most ignorant. I keep telling you that. Life is a balance. You think we going to only get all good coming through here? No. We going to get the regressive, the ignorant. We going to get that. Gotta expect this, so keep sniping. Yeah. Who clashing this year? What up? Joel, what up? CB, we see you. Let's go. All right, now, I want to deal with this very first section of the class, and it's a space that's kind of close to me because I know this particular area. I know this particular town. I know it. Like, I'm familiar. Like, I have peoples there. Like, I run through there almost on a regular. So I want to speak to it because we have to be very, very cautious, as we already know, with assumptions, with information and half information that comes through our channels, because it can be not only distracting, but very dangerous if we allow certain narratives to go unchecked. So, there's a story, and there's an event, and there has been another melanated life gone way too soon. Way too soon. And we want to send our deepest, heartfelt condolences to the family. Definitely. We want to do that right off the rip. So there's a story running around of a young melanated man, 21-year-old Javion Magee. Javion Magee was working as a truck driver, and as you know, all of our truckers, yeah, let that horn rip. We salute all our truckers. We want them all to travel safe. We want them all to get to their destinations, to get their merchandise, to get their loads offloaded or uploaded and moving around and safe from harm's way. Always be on point. Ain't that right, Johnny? Yeah, Johnny Boy is one of those truckers. Andre's peace. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all know it. I have a very, 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 very large space in my heart because I understand the dangers that they go through, the loneliness many of them suffer, and that can cause you to be off point. So there are truckers, you see it. This is something that's, again, very, very dear to me on many levels. So now this is what was coming out, or has come out. On September 11th, Vance County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to a call for service at 285 Van Cole Mill Road. There they found 21-year-old Javion Magee of Aurora, Illinois, deceased, sitting at the base of the tree. One end of a rope was tied around his neck, the other a lower hanging branch of a tree above. There were no other wounds, nor sign of struggle noted, said Sheriff Curtis Bryant. At a press conference around 11 a.m. on Friday. Magee was taken to North Carolina office of the chief medical examiner. The rumor mill is at work. Many folks on social media believe foul play is involved, some calling Magee a victim of a lynching. The cause of his demise has yet to be established, said Sheriff. And the Attorney General's office and the State Bureau of Investigations has been contacted for assistance in the investigation. What looks obvious may not be true. This is a developing story, and the facts are still coming. The sheriff requested people not jump to conclusions and to wait for the totality of the evidence. So too did Mayor Melissa Elliott in a statement. Okay? Now the mayor also just put out a written statement just a few minutes ago. Okay? So now, I saw the vids moving early yesterday. I mean, early. The TikToks of a family member of his cousin, it was moving. So I was going to jump on it, but I said, let me wait before we move through with the story. And then I found out exactly where this town was. This is Henderson, North Carolina. And I have people there. Close family. Close family and friends there. Man, been in Henderson a long time. Been through there. Man, just almost last 18 years. Consistent. It's a consistent drive through. Why? Because it's on 85. I gotta go through 85 to get to the part of Durham where I frequent. So I know Henderson well. I've stopped there for gas. I've stopped there to visit families. I've eaten in people's homes there. I went to stores there. When the initial video of the family member was gaining ground, others jumped in on it, and then all of a sudden I started to see sundown town. And now, again, I'm not triggered, right? I'm not angry, but I am watching the social media of other individuals and making an attempt to see exactly where they are going. Because I'm telling you, I make an attempt to shield certain family and friends from this because I know how social media operates. I know how it moves. So I don't invite them into these spaces because I know how to deal exactly when it comes to trolling, when it comes to negative comments, when it comes to all the weirdness that social media brings out of people. The absolute worst, right? The best for me when it's very supportive, when people are funding the war effort, you understand, when I'm helping people who genuinely need the help, that's the best. That's the feel-good part. That's the energy. That's when you connect to this technology and the energy comes through. The best. But when the worst come, right? The worst. The trolling, the disrespect, the, trying to line you up, the lies. It gets so disgusting and despicable. The person who does not use this on a regular basis couldn't even imagine. So I shield them from it, but I would have loved for them to come through and engage and speak on Henderson. Because not only do I know recent history because I drive through on a regular, but I also studied that entire Beltline of 85 and our history as black folk right there in the area. So sundown town, never. As far as I know, man, as nervous as I am driving on a highway down there, I'm speed limit. I'm seeing black folks with feet on the dash doing a buck, wilding at night. So if it was a sundown town, none of that would be turned. I'm talking about the entire area. It's not that. Now, there is a lot of mystery surrounding what happened to Javion, and we have to get to the bottom of that. And we're not saying that there isn't racism, that there isn't a racist element there, because it's always been there. When we talking about Henderson, we talking about Durham, we talking about, oh man, Butner, we talk that whole entire area, because historically, right, those were the towns where most of the tobacco farms and tobacco mills were. Many people don't even know the history of it. Don't even know the history that our people, melanated folk, spazzed out. And this is recent history. We talking about, man, mid-70s. Late 60s to mid-70s, burned shit down. Burned all the tobacco mills down because of a racist incident where the soldier was unalived by white boys. Old Phase in the area went through a trial. At first, they wasn't even attempting to bring them up on charges. So where you had to get nationalist individuals from the power movement to run down and rally the people up. This is where Dr. Ben Chavis comes from. This is his story and legacy as a young attorney. If you never ever heard of the history of those lining towns and those tobacco mills and farms that was burnt down to the ground, go get a movie called Blood Stains My Name or Blood Signs My Name. Get that movie, you know, and it'll catch you up on the history. Then you could, after you go through and watch the movie, then you get books and articles and catch up on that area's been radical. Home of Frank Matthews, if you in the know. So as far as it being labeled a sundown town, don't allow that narrative to run through there. Okay? Don't allow that. Because when you start labeling all these towns, sundown towns, you disrespect the people, the melanated people, the black folk that live there. You making it seem like there's some cowards living up under the gun. And that's not true. That's one of the most prominent centers for black struggle and liberation. Why you think everybody's running down to Central, right? North Carolina Central. If y'all don't know, y'all need to know. The most radical intellectuals came from about a Central. Okay? So let's not allow them to run through and act like it's something soft about our people down there. Now, if this isolated incident is racist in nature and racist at its core, when we get all of the information based on the investigations, then let's run with it and let people do what they have to do. Okay? But don't just get on here, get on social media, and have people get you all up in arms. Yo, another one. Yo, Sunday. And now we're in a panic. We're in a frenzy. Like, oh, my goodness. Nah. We have enough to be excited about. We have enough to be in a frenzy over than to allow false narratives to run through. I've been through Henderson too many times. No, I don't live there, but my peoples do. And just like any man, I'm telling you, there's certain parts of North Carolina that, yo, you feel the funk. You feel it. No smiles, no nothing at all. You know exactly where you at when you say, shit, you don't even have to go that far. You can be in Durham and Chapel Hill right there. Chapel Hill, one of the home and headquarters of the Klan. Rallies and all that. Yeah. That's the whole beef between Duke University and North Carolina Chapel Hill, the Tar Heels. Black folks know where they go. Okay? Yeah. But don't disrespect the people in Henderson and act like they living under pressure. Let's continue. Candace Matthews, who identified herself as a spokesperson for the family, told the news Magee worked as a delivery truck driver and graduated from Longview High School in Texas. Matthews said the family believes Magee's death to be a hate crime. In my opinion, it's a hate crime because this young man had no indication of suicidal ideation. During a press conference, Vance County Sheriff said evidence shows Magee purchased a rope from Walmart where he had stopped for a delivery before his demise. The sheriff's office is working to develop a timeline of what led to Magee's demise using GPS from his delivery truck. Okay? Now, he also said, I understand there's over 1,000 hits on TikTok accusing the sheriff's office of not being transparent, not providing information to the family, and that is not true. He said there's been information put out there that there's a lynching in Vance County. There is not a lynching in Vance County. The young man was not dangling from a tree. He was not swinging from a tree. The rope was wrapped around his neck. It was not a noose. There was not a knot in the rope. So therefore, it was not a lynching here in Vance County. Now, this is the sheriff. And the sheriff is black. Now, we're not saying that to say that what he's saying is untrue or exaggerated. I'm just saying that to say that if, again, this is a sundown town, that you will have a black sheriff in a sundown town, right? We're not talking about a politician, right? We're not talking about people who just live there. We're talking about law enforcement with a hammer. This is the sheriff. This is the county. This is the sheriff now. It's a black man. Again, we know how people move. We know about black police. We know about all that. But I just want y'all to keep in perspective of narratives of what they say sundown towns are. When the sun goes down, you better not be out there. How would they have a black sheriff? I have no idea. That just don't make sense to me at all. At all. So let's just remain in a space of saying that this is a very questionable outcome for this young man. And it could be some type of racism involved. It could, in fact, be totally opposite of what the sheriff's saying because he's only investigating. He don't know for sure. He's just saying based on this initial that they running on, he don't think that there's racism involved and it's a lynching. That's what he says. So when the investigation go and more is uncovered, we'll figure it out, right? And if the sheriff is wrong, the sheriff is wrong. And if the family members are right, then they are correct. But to envelope and allow TikTok to run with the notion that this is a sundown town, that black folk cannot be out there once the sun goes down, once it is not, that I know for a fact is not right and exact. Because my black ass from up north has been through there. Yeah. And I see. Yeah. Our folk run that. Yeah. Our folk be up and down 85 like they own the spot. I'm telling you. I bear witness to that. They are on I-85 wilding day and night. I know where they hide on 85 to get your speeding tickets. Yeah, all that. Yeah, I know when they stop and go to Emporium. South Hill and all that. They be wilding on 85. Our people, lawless, don't care about nothing at all. So they not out there scared to death of no old phase in that town. That's not how it moved. I bear witness to that. So we're going to stop that. You know? Again, what he's saying, and he reiterated, because he told the news out there were no signs of foul play in Magee's demise. He said Magee went to a nearby Walmart shortly before he was unalived. That is where he is believed to have bought the rope found around his neck. Magee's body has been sent to the medical examiner for an autopsy to officially determine the cause of death. All right? So we're going to see exactly what comes from all this. Who up in here? Uh-oh, Mahogany Phillips. We see you Brownsville's up in here. Mars Bars, what up? What's good? We see you Eric Carlos, Metal Face. Y'all see y'all what's going on. Sierra, what's up? Yeah. Well, Sierra, they would have to say that. They got to cover because, again, you're talking about one of the most volatile areas when it comes to our folk. This language is not different than any other language of any other police or law enforcement agencies nationwide when something is still suspect. Okay? Keezy, cool, salute, much appreciation for funding the war effort. They have to say that. Karim, what up? Okay? They got to say that, Sierra. We know the language. Now, if they prove differently, and it is foul play, then it is what it is. But again, I'm going to put it on record. I, myself, would believe it's foul play. I don't know any 21-year-old that graduated high school, that got his CDL, that is getting bread, driving a truck, that is going to be that unhappy that they would take their own life. That is highly unlikely. I don't know of it. The 21-year-olds I know that are twisted, not doing nothing, that's toe up, that's scrounging day to day, shit, they don't even fit the profile. Like, for real, 21, you have to be severely in deep layers of mental illness to do that. Somebody that is driving, that is doing your thing at 21, that's getting it, is highly unlikely. Can it happen? Yes. Could there have been some type of relationship issues? Yeah. Could he have drunk something, smoked something, been, and been out of it? Yeah. But those scenarios are highly unlikely. Highly. So at 21 years old, could it be foul play? Is it most likely foul play? Probably. But we have to make sure we don't run with these notions of these. We just did this. We just was here a couple of months ago when they was talking about sundown towns, and I got truckers that go through on the regular. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my truckers. They be out and about on the regular. They more concerned about towns up north in New England. Y'all be talking about this southern shit. Y'all don't know about upstate New York. Them counties up there, Malone County, going out to Buffalo and Batavia and all that, or going way up north to Dannemora. We don't live up there. Ain't none of us up there. And then you going to Mass, New Hampshire and all that out there. You crazy? Those are spots where black folk is under pressure. And that's serious. The South? Come on, man. Nah. Come on, man. This ain't the 40s and the 50s and all that. Our people running crazy in the South. It's not going, I don't do it. I don't believe it. And then when you come into Henderson, North Carolina, that's just something that I know. So let the investigation go through. We definitely need to bring attention to it on social media, the way it's being ran, but word it differently. We must watch the language. We can't get caught up into these spaces and end up like T45. Yeah, your man Trump Trizzle. Yeah, T40 Fizzle. Came up out of nowhere with that. We can't do that. We have to use much more intelligence, okay? Than allow catchwords to move, and then now we moving foolishly. You dig? I don't say Batavia is sweet. Why you say that? Because you was out there taking money in Batavia? Cut it out. You thought I didn't know about that? Think I don't know about Batavia and all that out there? Y'all think I know? Come on, man. I've been in the mountains too long not to know. All right? Huh? Yeah. All right. So, again, all my truckers, and I keep telling y'all, my truckers, be safe. Y'all have no time to be drunked up, to be high up, to be pilled up on that road. We are at war. I'm telling you. I just would want for this class to understand what war is and how people under the gun need to operate. Where every person believes that they are a soldier, and at any time, your value as a melanated person, as a soldier for our people, is of dire importance. Everybody else is just waiting to knock you off. Salute, Thrax. What up? It just is what it is, and people don't get it. They're not getting it. You are a threat. You are a consistent and a dangerous threat to white supremacy. Just being here. Because at any given time, that switch could go off, and now you are an agent for black liberation. They know that. That's why they so fearful when they're around you. That's why Karens be on automatic go. You are a soldier. Come on now. And then you have to move like that. I don't care where you at. I don't care if you're a trucker on the highway. I don't care if you're a teacher. I don't care if you're a nurse. I don't care if you're a goddamn model. Whatever. You are a threat at any given time. Your intelligence, your resource can go to the struggle. People just don't do it. They don't do it. Y'all donate to dumb shit. Y'all purchase dumb shit. To dumb people. That's what happens. But at any given time, if that, boom, that conscious bulb go off and get out and out, oh, it's a problem for them. It's a problem. I'm telling you. It go boom. Oh, what? It's on? That's it. This is why they try to keep you broke. This is why they maintain destroying healthy foods. This is why they make it their business to keep you uneducated. Yeah, you'll get taught because teaching is you being given information, them inserting information, programming you how to think and move. That's all teaching is. Let us teach him how to be a broke laborer working for us. That's teaching, but educating is showing you how to be a self-thinker. So they keep you undereducated, underfed, and damn near impoverished for as long as you can stand it. Because they know that at any given time, with the least amount of resource, once you turn into a soldier, once that comes and this follows, once your head and your heart follows, you off and running. They know that, and there's nothing you can do. Absolutely nothing that they can do with you. So you have to move like that. It is imperative that you move like that. And that's how they train everybody up. You go through basic training, they train you like that. You get shipped overseas, you are taught how to move. You can't wear fatigues overseas. Bet y'all didn't know that. Once you offer the base, you can't wear this. Why? Because you're a target. You're a threat. Somebody can snatch you. Right? Then they just snatched that Marine boy up overseas. Where was he at? In Turkey somewhere? Right? So what do you think your uniform is here? What have they used against you here, in this country, in this corporation? Your melanated uniform, your uniform of blackness. Any given time, you're a threat. So any given time, any one of them is on that bullshit and think about it, you out of here. If you're not on point. And most people don't be on point. Why? Because they're being programmed with these institutions. They're going to church. They're going to the club. They're going to the liquor store. They're going to work. You so off point, you're not in touch with who you are. You easy pickings. Easy pickings. I'm stressed out. I got to pay these goddamn bills. Oh man. No. You're not soldier. You're not militant. You done off. Understand your value. Mars, bar, salute, much appreciation. Do you understand that? Hoods and lights. What up? Y'all soldiers. You gotta understand that. Either you're a soldier for us or you're gonna be a soldier for them. That's just how it is. What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? You're a soldier for us or a soldier for them. There's no in between. There's no neutrality in war. You either with us or you with them. You dig? So truckers, be on point. Be much better at taking care of yourself. Because they don't need you the way we do. We need all of our people. We need our black men. We need our black women truckers too, because they out there getting to it too. We need all of ours, especially our young ones. 21 years old, already doing his thing. Come on, that's a terrible blow for his family and for us as a united family. Terrible blow. But we have to run in truth. Blast, 777, what up, Blast? All right? Okay, next story. Anytime it comes to women, it bothers me. Bothers me. I love my melanated women. Ooh. Because I understand it. Trust and believe I understand it. Come on. Love my women, man. I'm telling you. Oh, my goodness. Next story is out of Indianapolis, Indiana. And I don't know exactly what happened or how we can educate ourselves more than what I already do here. Okay? And going through it, we're just going to have to figure it out. In Indianapolis, police say an Uber driver recently arrested in the death of an Indianapolis woman admitted he scraped, shot, and unalived her after picking her up from work Sunday morning. Francisco Valadez, 29, was arrested Tuesday morning by Indianapolis homicide detectives and preliminarily charged with murder. The Uber driver reportedly admitted to police that he shot an unalived 30-year-old Chanti Dixon in a fit of rage after picking her up and attempting to scrape her in the back seat of his car. Valadez also allegedly admitted to dumping Dixon's body in an alleyway in a wooded area near the victim's home. This is just disgusting all around, and it did not have to happen, said Indianapolis Metro Police Chief. And then the article goes on into her unalived. According to court documents filed Tuesday in Marion County Court, officers was called around 1 p.m. Monday to the 1800 block of Wagner Lane after a woman's body was found in a nearby area. IMPD arrived to find the woman naked, unresponsive, shirt pulled over her head and lying on her stomach. Absolutely insane. Everything that was taught about in class and that we consistently reiterate in class was done here. According to the family, she got off at 3:30 a.m. and once she didn't show up inside the home, they immediately, alerted police. And Police in searching the area found her. This was just within hours. So this was a family that moved immediately. Now, this wasn't a Lyft. This was an Uber. They made it specific. This is an Uber. So I'm really puzzled as to what could have happened, what he was thinking. Just a lot goes through your mind, right? And this is not only a mother. This was a mother, a daughter, oldest of her siblings, with nieces, nephews. She's a sister. She had a brother, and man, when you are moving through life and you just don't expect things like that to happen, it hits different. I watched this mother on the news. I seen the brother, like it just hit different. But I want y'all to understand, you see the value in how precious our women are. Look at the connections. The mother of a daughter and a son, preteens, 13 and 10, 4 sisters and a brother under her, right? Nieces, nephews, mother, like a worker. And this bastard took her away from the community. It gets very, very, very weird, man, when I keep saying that our women are not protected. I'm serious, man. And like I said, I don't speak about my clients on here. And I'm not being specific because I have so many clients and a lot of you guys go through so many similar things. But I was just speaking with one of my clients about providing a service in the community. If you don't have a gig or trying to work your way through gigs and you have resource where you are an asset to us, do what you are doing for the for them and do it for the community. Riding people to and from work. We shouldn't have to rely on Ubers. You got dudes that's in the street just doing nothing. However they got to it, they got to it. You got dudes with luxury vehicles in the crib and going from crib to crib, doing dumb shit with cluckers. You're a service. Take elders to and from the pharmacy or to their appointments, or these CNAs or nurses and all. They shouldn't have to rely on nobody. Uber is the thought of black men. We been had gypsy cabs and shit like this. We gave it away. Uber's nothing new. We been doing that with Black Pearl and ATB and all that, with these dollar vans and all. No, make yourself a resource, an asset to the community. Why? 3:30 in the morning, our people gotta rely on Uber. Where's the trusted individuals in the community that know each other, that say, yo, Chanti's getting ready to get off work. We go get her and run her home. This is the type of shit that we could be doing where you don't have to be worrying about no reparation or somebody hiring you and none of that shit. Provide the service. Because I can't see how. Not only how did it happen, but how could she have gotten around it? Once you are under the custodianship of these people, anything could go. I tell you that. Sending your wife into a doctor's office by herself, sending your daughter in a doctor's office, sending them anywhere. We are the only nation of people where the men are so relaxed when it comes to our women going anywhere. You don't see it from the Jewish community. You don't see it in the Russian community. You don't see it in that Asian community. You have no access to their women. If their women are not so Americanized and in the system and living out in their fantasies of being with somebody melanated, you don't have access to them at all. You don't know them and their doctors. You don't know where they shop at. You don't have no access to them. Everyone has access to the black woman. Everyone. They hire her. They work her to death. They disrespect her. They look up in her mouth, look up in her behind, in medical offices, look up in her behind, on strip poles, on TV, casting couches, all that. So they always take it for granted that they're going to be safe. They don't even think about it. Let me just call an Uber and they'll get a lift. Let me just wait out here at 1 a.m. for this bus. Let me get on the train, on the subway, and get off the subway and all this other weirdness. But you wonder why they have no trust and respect for us. You wonder why. What do we provide for them? What do we provide for them? You won't become teachers and professors, so you don't educate her or her babies. When you become officers of the law, you don't work your areas. You over there protecting OFAs and OFA establishments. When you hold title and position in the entertainment industry, you disrespect her and try to keep your genitals down her throat and make sure that she don't get no publishing and stuff like that. You don't support her nowhere. When she comes to the church, you take her money and still try to stick your thumb in her ass. What point should she respect you? You allow her babies to run amok, unaliving each other. And say you can't do nothing because it's the music. I'm telling you, this shit hurts. Every time I have to read it and see it because I'm trying to think, how could she have gotten around it and what was she going through while she was going through it? What was she feeling? That shit is serious, man. It's real. When I'm asking men to be soldiers on a regular and to leave these OFA dreams alone. We are not Americans. You have no rights. You are a nigga working until you can't work no more. Get your women up out of wanting what the OFA has. It's an educational process. You have to be in it. And if you don't know shit, if you not woke with it, if you not conscious with it, how can you teach her anything? She's going to keep valuing that. That is going to be her stress. Because she's looking and saying, we ain't nothing unless we got what they got. We get measured by that. So therefore, I'm going to do what I got to do as a woman. I'm going to work 2 or 3 jobs. I got to do this. I got to do that because I want to be in good standing with the OFA My man can't give it to me. He ain't nothing. She's out there on her own, not even sensing when she's in danger. It is not her fault. Where are you at? That's why that hurts so much. That is why you could barely stomach watching this mother on the news with it. Because a beautiful soul, the family knew her value. She knew her value to the family. And now, piece of shit, at 29 years old, this crackhead trying to take some box because of whatever twisted fantasy he got of being with a black woman and had to unalive her. Nothing else about him. We don't know nothing. 21, 29 years old, Francisco Valadez. We don't know if he just got here, if he been here, nothing. But we know he took away one of our queens. That's what we know. We know he left a family destroyed. Now where the tough ass niggas at? Where's the Democrats at in that? Where's the Republicans? Where's the bangers? Where they at? Where they at? That's what our son gonna wanna know. We gotta do better. We got to remain militant. We got to be better. I can't sit here and say anything about what she was doing and how she got there. Because this has become something that people take for granted. I don't do it. I'm telling you, I don't care who you are. I don't care how much contact you have with me. And a lot of my people in class got contact daily with me. You watch me. I am not easy when my people are scattered. When my daughter is here, and this one is there, and this one is there. Nah, they hear me. Where you at? What's going on? Almost on the hour, every hour and in between. And I know what they up against. So how do I provide the resource and make sure that I'm good, that we good? I'm off of the damn grid, totally. I gotta provide a service so that my people don't feel the ways about making sure that I'm good and we build it. What I know I don't provide to no Ofe, I give back to my people so I'm able to protect mine and my community. That's the only way we can do it. You can't do it striving for riches and wealth and title over there because your family suffer, your community suffer. There is no comeback. Harriet Tubman shows you how to come back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's what Neo in the Matrix is about, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You don't see none of these niggas going back and forth. They go over there, they gone. Men gone, women gone. Chasing the bag, gone, gone, gone. Nothing comes back to the community when you are in the institutions of white supremacy getting to the bag. You can't be there and here. I choose to be here, where my people benefit from my expertise. That is the only way it can be done. So how could I have protected Chanti Dixon? My mind has to be in somebody else's mind. We got to move like that. So I'm here. It's the only way we can do it. I'm tired of seeing black mothers crying. Tired of it. That's why I don't play with niggas. I don't do it. I'm not back and forth going in. I don't do it. So I make sure the snipers is on point. We get rid of that shit. No energy. Everything in here gotta be on go. Niggas is easy to deal with. We go on the streets and do whatever need to be done. Like that. I'm not alone in that. I scrape up thousands of these dudes. They ain't nobodies. These is pillheads, drunkards, crackheads. None of them on point. They don't know how to move in New York. These is cowards. Cowards. So I don't have time to be playing games on YouTube and social media with that. That shit ain't nothing. We done did that. I did it at the best. Half of them never even heard of me. That's how you know you did it to the best. Those who know, they know. Just that simple. You don't entertain nigga garbage. It's garbage. It's old. Why are you still doing that? Now, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna protect our women and kids and build a nation? How are we gonna bust Burkina Faso and that? They shouldn't be doing better than us. They shouldn't, there's no way in hell. They should be able to be independent before we are. Why I ain't got the general shit on and saying we liberated Brooklyn? These dudes are liberating gold mines. What the hell y'all doing here? What are we doing? There's no way we supposed to be getting unalived in Ubers. It's disturbing. And I see it as cowardice. It's the only way. Niggas give up. They give up. And they fold to white folk. And on that note, man, y'all come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Remain militant. I'm telling you, come back with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. No one should ever harm you. They have no authority to harm you at all. Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Okay? All those who funded the war effort, much appreciation. New subscribers, new people to the class. This is what kind of class it is. Here we have our little jokey jokes. We definitely serious here. It's liberation time. Straight up. Straight up. Time for free. We want free. Nothing else. At all. You dig? All right now. The 55 gang. Get y'all grades up.